Oh, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. Appreciate you supporting local comics. Very awesome of you. You know, when Sydney asked me to perform in this competition, I told him to suck my dick. And now I'm here. You guys seem like a pretty cool crowd. I'm not sure if you can handle my material or not. Some people can't. Or they don't know whether or not I'm joking or not. Like as an example, last week I had this girl come up to me after my show and she goes, "Ryan, you're really funny, but it's really tough for me to laugh because I don't know if you're joking or if you're serious." And I'll tell you exactly what I told her. I said, "Well, here's a clue. I'm on a stage at a fucking comedy club. Chances are jokes are on the way." So I love tough subjects, things that make people really uncomfortable, like AIDS, the Holocaust, suicide. Like last week I told this joke about finding the silver lining in suicide, and it totally killed. Everybody was laughing except for this one lady. And after the show, she comes like beelining straight for me. And she says, "I need to talk to you." I said, "Okay." So she pulls me aside and she says, "That joke you told about suicide wasn't funny at all." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because 2 years ago, my son committed suicide. And I don't think that stuff is funny." So as she's talking, I'm noticing that this woman's a Jewish woman. So when she's done, I ask her, I say, "Ma'am, can I ask you a question? Are you a Jewish woman?" She says, "Yes." I said, "Was your son Jewish?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Are you proud to be a Jewish woman?" She said, "Absolutely, I'm proud to be a Jewish woman." I said, "Then how excited were you growing up when you found out Hitler killed himself? There's some suicide or some silver lining in that." She says, "Ryan, I don't care. I don't think that's funny at all." So at this point, I knew I had two options. Option number one, I could apologize. Say, "Ma'am, I'm really sorry. I didn't know that about your son." Fuck that. So I went with option number two. And when she told me that she'd never see my show again, I said, "Neither will your son." Wow. That went over really well. Well, you guys are in luck because my next two jokes are great. So when I was 13 years old, I got sent home early from school. And when I get home, I walk into my kitchen and I find my dad sitting at the kitchen table crying profusely. And I walk up and I sit down and I say, "Dad, what's wrong?" He says, "Son, I need to talk to you." He said, "I have a confession to make. I've been cheating on your mother. And the worst part is, I've contracted AIDS." So I'm sitting there, 13 years old, innocent. I'm getting scared, confused. So he says, "Son, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay. But does that mean I have AIDS?" I tried it different.
Yeah, woo!
I don't either. That's why you just laughed.
So my mom hates my material. Like that last joke about my dad giving me AIDS. Okay. Oh, I love that joke. I don't care. Yeah, she does though. She called me last week. She goes, "Ryan, your material's disgusting. Have some dignity." I said, "Mom, it's not that big of a deal. She said, how come how I feel about something you're doing that's embarrassing me isn't that big of a deal? And I said, very respectfully, very kindly, you have fucking AIDS. Remember? Didn't you hear my last joke? Dad has AIDS. She hates that joke. Speaking of things I hate being surprised. I hate it. I don't know what to do when I get surprised. Like as an example, about a month ago, an ex-girlfriend called me and told me she was pregnant. Now normally I would have overreacted, but this time I did the smart thing. So she's dead. Now's probably a good time for me to tell you that I love meeting fans after the show. But if you have anything else to tell me other than, hey Ryan, you did a great job tonight. Or hey Ryan, meet me in the parking lot, I want to give you a blowjob. Other than that, you should just shut the fuck up. Because I don't give a shit. You guys heard of this term? Fuck if I can remember the term. Tossing somebody's salad. You heard that before? When you lick someone's asshole. You heard that before? It's not very new. But recently my girlfriend asked me to do this. I didn't think it was something that I would ever want to do, but apparently it's my thing. So the other night we're laying in bed and I go down, to lick her asshole. And she started screaming at me immediately. Like it's my fault. She talks in her sleep. So I'm divorced with kids. Gotta be surprised at that one. But I share custody with my ex, and the other day I had my son, and we're watching this movie, and the guy in the movie calls this lady a dumb cunt. I didn't mean to look at you that way. So my son's at the age right now where he repeats everything. So I look at him and meet him like, don't you dare, don't stop. So I'm like, go play with your sisters. 10 minutes later, my youngest daughter comes in and I'm like, he called you a dumb cunt, didn't he? I'm like, were you being one? So I grab him, I said, son, you can't say that. Yet. I'm like, especially you're going home tomorrow, you're going to see your mom, and it's going to cause a real problem. So he promises me, Dad, I won't say that again. Next day, first thing, dumb cunt? Nope, she didn't live here anymore. And hung up on the bitch. Speaking of dumb cunts, my ex-girlfriend had this really weird fetish. She used to like to dress up like herself and act like a fucking bitch all the time. So I had a great weekend. I saw the coolest car accident ever. But I'm really bad at, in those situations, like when bad things happen, I don't ever know how to act. And this Middle Eastern woman comes flying by me, hits a curb, smashes into a brick wall, into someone's backyard. So now the moral obligation kicks in. So I stop, get out, walk up to her vehicle, and there's blood everywhere. And again, like I said, I don't know what to do. So the only thing I could think of to say was, this is what you get for 9/11. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for coming out.